Yeah. So we know that it can't be the second sentence as going first because the material refers to something, the definite article. Yeah, but found within leaves could improve the performance of everything. So, um, the material is very specific, whereas the yeah. So the natural structure found within leaves, this is something that we can all be assumed to know exists. It's introducing an idea that's shared, whereas the material is highly referential. It's if you're talking about we use the material to do this, which material? You need context. So one of them really needs context and the other doesn't. And the same with the researchers. The researchers, which researchers? Whereas if I say the natural structure found within leaves, I'm talking very generally about something that everyone could go and point to in the street or in the park. Um, so even though it seems to have the same grammatical structure, because it's about something that doesn't require any referentiality except for the world, we can start there. Um, you could start with researchers, but not the researchers, because the researchers would be very specific, and it would require you to have previously identified which researchers. That's not the case with the natural structure found within leaves because that structure is something that's out there in the world and it's generally true. That's a structure that exists within leaves generally. It doesn't require that reference. It's not like the natural structure within a particular kind of leaf that they were referring to. Yeah. Okay. So the end of sentence one is according to an international team of scientists. So in terms of the information structure, we expect the beginning of the next sentence to be about that team of scientists. So the researchers. Um, and then what have they done? They've designed a material, a porous material. So we can see that in the next sentence, we'd expect it to start with a discussion of that material. The material could improve the performance of rechargeable batteries, and then the same material could be used. So talking about it again, returning to it again, makes sense. So yeah, 1, 3, 2, 4. It's the way that same is being used here. It's to imply that we've already talked about a use. That's it's challenging to explain, but if you um, if you're referring to it again, you're saying the same material, it implies that you've already said something similar about it. You've already said how it could be used. Yeah. So you're implying that you're returning to it, not just that you're referring to the same thing. It's a subtle difference. Hmm.